best, hindi ko pala na-record. Charot!
Kala ko. Hi, bestie.
Hi, bestie! How are
Kamusta
you?
na, bestie? I'm good. Ikaw? How's
Okay
adulting
lang
lately?
naman. I'm good in general. Adulting,
How's work?
like ganyan.
Yeah, same.
Work
Same.
is okay. Ayaw ko nang
Mhm.
mag-work. How about you?
Okay din naman. I've been going out, socializing, which is exhausting.
Nakita ko, ano yung ginawa mo last time?
Nagsayaw.
Oh yeah, nakita ko
Wait,
yun. That's actually
oh
so
my,
cool.
kahit hindi ako dancer.
Dancer ka kaya. Remember, siya nga pala yung Madonna namin nung grade
Ah,
8. Oh, grade
I
9.
don't, I don't wanna remember that. Diyos ko, naalala ko pa yung time na yun, nanonood yung section ng grade 8 crushes natin. Pero grade 9 na tayo nun eh, so grade 10 sila.
Grade 10.
Nanonood pa, kasi di ba magpa-practice tayo sa court nun.
Yeah.
Tapos bumaba sila kasi sila na yung sunod na magpe-perform. Nanonood
Yeah.
habang yung
Oo,
doon.
wala. Ikaw naman wala kang ginawa kundi asar-asar rin ako nun. After nung ano, nakanta mo yung Wake Me Up Before You Go Go ba yun?
Yeah, yeah.
Sabi ko, bakit ba yun yung kinakanta mo? Eh,
Tapos ikaw pa si Cory Aquino. I remember. Paano nga ulit yung ginawa mo doon? Ano yung sabi? Insert clip. Meron ba akong clip nun, bestie?
no, hindi na kailangan. So for this episode, we're gonna talk about adulting and
Everything about being in your 20s.
yes.
Because Andy and I are 20-somethings. Huwag na natin i-disclose.
Oh
Hulaan
my
nyo na lang.
gosh. Bestie, we're in mid-20s.
I know, bestie, 2026.
That's crazy.
Mag-birthday na ako next month. And Andy just had her birthday this month, July.
Yes. Parehas tayong ano no, 2000.
Yeah.
So magkaedad
So,
lang kami. Hulaan nyo na lang. Ay! Hulaan pa yung sinabi.
Hulaan mo eh. 2000.
2000 ka, no?
Hindi na kailangan hulaan. Tignan nyo na lang yung calendar. Anong year na ba?
Anong yun? For this episode, we posted sa Instagram namin, Instagram stories, kung saan pwedeng mag-send ng questions yung mga followers namin and future listeners.
Yeah, mga mutual sa IG.
Yeah.
Kung meron lang silang mga questions about adulting, everything, or kung may advices sila of their own, we ask them their opinions. And we're just here to talk about everything about adulting and answer these questions.
Yeah.
But disclaimer lang na adulting is not a linear path. So, kung ano yung experiences namin ni Andy, maybe may mapulot kayo doon or iba yung experiences nyo. So, yeah, this is just us sharing our experiences as adults.
Yes, personal
So,
experiences as always.
yeah.
So, nilista namin yun para organize, kunwari. Because that's what adulting's about.
Yeah,
Trying to be
you're gonna be more
organized.
organized now. Yeah. Let's start with the first question. Ito yung naisip kong tanungin natin as the first question. Kasi parang feel ko pagka-graduate mo ng college, ito talaga yung never na tinuturo sa school eh. It's very specific. Ano daw
Yeah.
yung mga need na asikasuhin agad na ID. I don't know, kasi di ba hindi ka dito nag-start ng work, bestie? I don't know how it works
True.
there in New Zealand.
Yeah, also, by the way, hindi ako nakapagtapos ng college kasi kailangan ko lumipat ng New Zealand. And now, I'm still working on going back to university. So,
Maybe you can talk about for anyone who's planning to migrate or something. Ano ba yung mga inesikaso mo nung nandito ka sa Pinas? Kung gusto niyang pumunta ng New Zealand.
kung gusto niyo pumunta ng New Zealand, unang-una, visa.
Yeah.
Pero bago kayo bumili ng ticket, siguraduhin yung approved muna kayo. Also, you know na pwede kang, hindi ko alam kung meron dyan sa Pilipinas, pero dito sa New Zealand, merong working holiday visas, kung saan pwede kang mag-work for a year or 6 months, and then, turn ng contract mo, kailangan mo lumabas ng bansa ulit, tapos apply ka ulit, tapos balik ka.
Oh.
But you can earn money. Unlike kapag tourist visa ka lang, pag pumunta ka dito, bawal kang mag-work
Yeah.
at all, di ba?
Yeah, I meron ngang mga work visa, pero parang mahirap makakuha ng sponsor for that eh. Usually, like my sister, she got her work visa because she studied masters sa ibang bansa. So, after her masters, parang may gusto na kumuha ng company sa kanya, nagbigay ng sponsor sa kanya for work visa. So, kung New Zealand siguro or ibang bansa, I'm not sure.
Oh, it's a working holiday. So, usually, yun yung ginagamit ng mga gustong magbakasyon sa New Zealand, but then, they wanna earn money
Gets.
as
Okay.
well. Para meron silang
Okay. Oh, that's
panggastos dito.
nice.
So, you can do
Gets.
it either 3
Uh-huh.
months, kasi meron akong workmate, nandito siya working holiday for 3 months. Yung partner ko naman, he used to be under working holiday visa for a year. So, kailangan niyang umalis sa ata and bumalik or something like that.
Gets.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, it is.
Lipat na ako dyan, bestie.
Tara na,
I'm gonna
for a
get
year.
I'm gonna get my work holiday visa.
May free trial ka, 1 year, 6 months. You know?
Yeah. That's
Pero
nice. Ay, ngayon ko lang nalaman yan.
Yeah, ngayon ko lang din nalaman nung nandito ako sa New Zealand na pwede palang ganun. Kasi sa atin, kasi hindi naman masyadong ine-endorse yun or yeah.
Yeah, kasi nga 'di ba strict yung ano natin, immigration. Na kapag nalaman na magwo-work ka sa ibang bansa na naka-tourist visa ka lang,
Yeah.
alam mo na. So kung working holiday visa pala, siguro naman papayag
Alam na
yung
nila
immigration
yun.
for that. Yeah.
Alam na nila yun na you're there for vacation and work. Kasi that's basically a work visa but only for a year. Pero, nung nandiyan naman ako sa Pilipinas, though hindi pa ako siguro high school pa lang ako, nung 18 na pala ako, sinabihan ako ng mom ko na kumuha na ng mga ID. Ang una kong kinuhang ID is yung TIN number.
Sa BIR.
Yeah, so kinuha ko yon, tapos police clearance ID ba yun? O yung police ID?
NBI.
Yeah, police ID. Police yan. Yeah, yun. Actually, ang pangit ng picture ko dun kasi yung camera nasa taas, tapos hindi nagbilang. So, mukhang mugshot.
Ang ironic, kumuha ka nga ng NBI clearance, pero yung itsura, parang pang mugshot.
Criminal. But yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Kung dito ka magwo-work sa Pinas, pag mag-apply ka dito sa mga companies, I think automatic naman na they're gonna ask for you to kumuha ng yung big four na yan, SSS, Pag-ibig, NBI, PhilHealth. Automatic na yan na papakuha ng mga companies sa'yo. Pero kunyari kung freelancer ka like me, it's a bit mas mahassle kasi pati yung TIN, ikaw yung mag-aasikaso lahat, yung tax mo, yung ikaw magbabayad sa SSS,
really?
PhilHealth, ganun, Pag-ibig, yeah. Tapos so, kunyari yung for the tax, ikaw yung magfa-file, lahat, it's a hassle. So, kung mag-freelancer kayo, ayun lang yung kailangan nyo paghandaan. Pero may madaming mga videos, parang not really tutorial, pero like mga nagtuturo kung paano mag-handle ng mga ganong government kailangan bayaran kapag freelancer ka. Pero kung mag-a-apply ka naman locally dito sa Pinas, usually automatic na yun from the companies na yun.
Sila na
Paghihingi
maglalakad.
mo. Ikaw pa rin maglalakad, pero pagdating ng bayaran, ganun, yung company mo na usually, babawas sa sweldo.
Ibabawas sa sweldo?
Parang, depende, kasi merong hati, actually yung company, may hati, pero may kaltas talaga sa sweldo, lalo na sa tax. I forgot kung anong freelancer kasi ako, I forgot kung alin yung may hati. Pero, yeah, usually may hati yung company. Tapos may bawas din sa sweldo mo. Kaya nga, di ba, uso dito yung ang hirap na minimum wage ka, tapos hindi mo naman makukuha lahat yun.
Kasi madaming kaltas.
Madaming kaltas.
Nakita ko nga yun, ang daming kaltas, tapos hindi pa masyadong magagamit.
Solo living ka yung bills pa, so yeah, it's hard living in this country.
That is so sad. Kailangan taasan na nila yung minimum wage. Yeah, kaya pag tatakbo ng presidente.
Wag na tayo doon.
Sino tatakbo?
Baka may mga mag-cancel sa atin sa comments.
Okay. Moving out. Pros and cons.
Well, until now, I'm still living with my parents kasi other than kasi yung financial freedom mo doon. Syempre mas nakakatipid na tumira with parents, lalo na single ako. I don't have
Yeah.
family, I don't have kids, I just have a dog. So, ang hirap na kasi in this economy na mag-move out, lalo na kung yung sweldo mo is isa lang yung source of income mo, tapos
Oh, yeah.
by sweldo lang. So, pero I'm planning to move out din naman, but I know that there's gonna be a lot of preparation talaga. I think for me, ang only con dun is ikaw gagastos ng lahat, bills, lahat ng ano.
Yes.
Ang pros lang, I guess, ng moving out is yung freedom mo. Iba rin kasi yung independency. Iba rin yung maranasan mong tumira mag-isa. Parang, I think it would give you a different kind of fulfillment and satisfaction kung matutunan mong tumira mag-isa. Pero ayun nga, for me, in my situation, other than mas financially smart decision na tumira with my parents, although nagsishare din naman ako sa bill, kasi matanda na yung parents ko, so like, lahat ng kapatid ko nag-move out. Ako na lang talaga yung kasama nila sa bahay. So, you know, parang hirap akong maiwan sila, lalo na matanda sila. But I'm still planning to, kasi syempre I need to build a life for myself as well.
Yeah.
So, ayun. Yun ang talaga feeling ko ang con sa pag-move out, yung financial burden na mapupunta sa'yo.
No,
Yeah.
for real. That's
How about
so
you,
true.
bestie? Hindi ka lang basta-basta nag-move out. You're living in a whole other country.
I know.
What
No.
are the pros and cons?
Unlike naman kasi dyan sa atin, kasi hindi ko pa naman naranasan na mag-move out dyan sa Pilipinas. Dito naman, hindi naman sa living wage. But then, yung salary ko naman is not too bad. Like, I can live off it. We're renting a whole 4-bedroom house. We tried flatting. Uso yung flatting dito. Like, may iba kang kasamang kalahi, ganyan. Kaso, ang hirap lang dun is pakisamahan. Just, minsan kapag hindi mo pag hindi mo kalahi, tas lahat sila magkakaparehas ng lahi. Hindi mo bully, but like, you would feel left out. Kasi,
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know, ganon kami sa last na flat namin. But, so, nag-decide kami ng kapatid ko na mag-move out, tapos kumuha na sarili naming bahay. Kasi, I don't think I can live with other people ulit. It's so difficult. Pros is, you have your own space, you have your independency, freedom, yun nga. Sabi ko pa noon na pag meron ako sariling kong bahay, magpapainom palagi. No, I rarely accept visitors.
Yeah. I get it.
hindi ko alam paano ko sila papauwi.
Yeah.
So, kung gusto nilang uminom, edi sa labas kami.
Yeah.
Ang cons lang dun is, yun din, financial burden. Tapos, kailangan lagi kang up-to-date sa mga bills. Kasi minsan nakakalimutan. I've never missed a payment sa rent. Pero, kasi ini-email lang sa amin yung water bill. So, minsan nakakalimutan ko. Yung may message ko yung group chat namin na, hey, this is the water, blah, blah, each. And I was like, nakalimutan ko magbayad ng tubig. Pero hindi ka nila puputulan. I-add lang nila for the next month.
That's good.
Yeah. Pero it's mas okay pa din pag up-to-date ka.
Yeah, of course.
So, yeah. As an adult, I have it on my reminders.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes,
sa calendar.
Sa calendar. Reminders, nakalagay na dyan. Car insurance, car payment, electricity, rent. Kasi pag na-miss mo kahit isa, you wouldn't know the consequences, but you wouldn't wanna know. You know?
That's true.
So, it's better na anuhin mo na agad. Yeah.
Isang con din pala na naisip ko when you move out is, you know, when it comes to emergencies, accidents, mag-isa ka lang usually. Unless you're moving in with someone. But kung mag-isa ka lang, wala kang kasama in case magkaroon ng accident. That's why when you move out, you have to be smart about the places you're gonna pick. Kailangan yung place mo malapit sa near hospital or clinics or grocery, mga ganun, para malapit ka sa may mga tao na pwede mong, or mga establishments na pwede mong mapuntahan just in case.
Okay din pag lilipat ka ng bahay. Yung hindi ko alam kung, kasi hindi naman uso dito, pero feeling ko uso sa Pilipinas yung may mga guards. Para
mga subdivision.
Yes, yung mga condos na pwede mo tatawagan na. Para just in case na mag-isa ka lang and may emergency, you can always call them. I'm just
Yeah, that's
just in
true.
case of emergency, yeah.
Pero you're so right about the pros, bestie, yung about sa personal space. Kasi as I grew older, yan din yung pinaka-importante sa akin, yung sarili kong space. Kaya lagi ko sinasabi that my bedroom is my sacred space. Kasi parang yun lang yung place na ako lang mag-isa,
Yeah.
na dun ako nakaka-relax, ganon.
Yeah.
Tapos ayoko kasi talaga ng, even sa bedroom, ayoko na may katabi. Kasi para makatulog ako, malikot ako, like, usog ako
Yeah.
na usog, trying to find a comfortable position. So kung may katabi ako, kunyari yung mom ko or pamangkin ko, mga ganon. Even sa friends, hindi ko talaga kaya na may katabi kasi hindi ako makakatulog talaga. Kaya baka hindi pa ako ready mag-move out, kunyari with a jowa or a partner kasi feel ko kung magkakaroon ako ng partner, okay sa akin na separate bedrooms talaga. Kasi super importante sa akin ang sleep.
Really?
So,
Separate
okay sa akin
bedrooms.
talaga. Yeah, okay lang talaga sa akin.
Lakas mga Queen Elizabeth, ha?
Separate bedrooms ba sila?
Yeah, naman mo ba yung The Crown?
Ah, yeah.
Yung bedroom
Oh,
sila
yeah.
magkatapat.
Oo. I'm fine with that. Okay na yun. At saka, paano ko yung partner mo humihilik? Hindi ko talaga kaya. Hindi ako
Yeah.
makakatulog at all. Kaya wala yung dog ko sa kwarto eh. Kasi maaga gumigising yung aso ko. Tsaka minsan, pag may narinig siya sa labas, biglang tatahol. Ay, masisira talaga sleep ko.
Tapos bad
Yeah,
trip ka na
so-
buong araw.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
But yeah.
next question, bestie. Mahahanap daw ba ang true love pag nasa 20s ka na?
Well, hindi naman talaga natin masasabi yan. Kasi yung iba nga, nahanap na nga daw kapag
Yeah.
nasa high school.
Pwede naman. First love. I miss snow. But I know if you're used to snow na, ayaw nyo na, no? Nagsusnow na nun eh. Tapos kahit malamig, nag-aircon pa rin ako sa kwarto. Pero nakakumot ako ng makapal. Gusto ko yung feeling ng malamig, pero nagkukumot ako ng makapal.
Bakit hindi ka na lang matulog sa labas? Buksan mo yung bintana. What the heck?
I know. Tapos, dito sa sala, minsan nagkukumot ako. Kahit nakatapat sa akin yung aircon, tapos nakakumot ako. Tapos sinasabi nila, Mamay, para kang tanga, ba't ka nag-aircon kung nilalamig ka? Pero gets mo, I just want the feeling na malamig. Pero
Malamig.
nakatalokbong ako, yeah.
Dito naman, makapal yung kumot namin. Pero naka-electric pan ako kahit sobrang lamig na dito. Sabi ni Victor, bakit
Diba?
ba naka-electric pan ka? Sabi ko, bakit ba? Nasa kumot ka naman. Sabi niya malamig daw. Sabi ko, hindi ko nga ramdam yung electric pan sa ilalim ng kumot eh.
Para kayong married couple na bestie. Kasi ganyan na ganyan parents ko. Yung dad ko malamigin.
Yeah, ako.
Kasi mom,
yeah.
ganyan din.
Kaso kasi siya, malamigin at mainitin at the same time.
Kailangan talaga in between.
Yeah, kaya ako nag-electric fan kasi para every now and then, nilalabas ko yung paa ko kasi yung singaw niya besi sobrang init. So sa ilalim ng kumot,
gets.
para kaming naka-heater.
Gets the body. Okay, alam niyo na, another con when you move out but live with a partner.
We're
Another
cutting
con.
this. Hello?
Mahanap daw ba ang true love pag nasa 20s ka na?
Again, hindi naman natin masasabi kung true love ba talaga unless matagal na kayo and nasa pinagsamahan naman yan kung
Yeah.
true thick and thin kayong dalawa, edi true love na siguro yun. Kasi para sa akin, ang true love naman is he or she will understand you or try to understand you, and it's always give and take as well. Dun sa dati naming episode, we talked about love and stuff like that. So nandun lahat yon. So yeah, I can't say na mahanap mo yung true love mo in your 20s kasi iba nga nagpapakasal and then maghihiwalay and then realize nila na yung true love pala nila is nasa 50s or 40s,
that's true.
diba? So yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, bestie?
Same then. There's no age limit as to when you're supposed to find your true love. Kasi nga marami na, kahit matanda na, still dating, still mingling. At saka for me, I think iba-iba tayo ng definition ng true love. But for me, feel ko, true love doesn't mean it just has to be one person. Pero, teka, like me explain. Kasi kunyari, nagpakasal ka, tapos you guys got married, and then ilang taon kayo, tapos tumanda na kayo, and then namatay yung partner mo. Pero mahal mo pa rin siya, namatay lang siya because kunyari natural causes or something. Tapos marami kasing ganun na matanda na, pero pag byuda na sila, 'di ba? Usually after like a few months or years, maghahanap ulit sila ng partner, tapos they're gonna date that person, and then they love that person as well. But that doesn't mean that it's not true love. I mean,
Yeah.
love pa rin naman yun, 'di ba? So, I think,
Siguro
iba-iba
pwedeng
talaga ng
dalawang true
definition.
love, you know?
Like,
Like,
yeah.
the new
Yeah.
partner, na-accept ng partner na, I know, na mahal mo pa din yung late husband mo,
Yes,
and I
yes,
accept
exactly.
that, you know? Yung, siguro,
Yeah,
mga
that's true.
ganon.
Yeah. Kasi feel ko yung true love is, I mean, the older I get, I feel like medyo normal yung ganong fantasy na we're gonna find our forever, sila na yung
Yeah.
pakakasal natin forever, sila lang yung mamahalin natin forever. That's true for some people, and it's okay na ganun yung paniniwala mo. Pero may mga ibang tao rin kasi na they can love more than one person in certain circumstances, like what
Yeah.
I just said. You know, so
Yeah.
ganon. Depende talaga. There's no age limit or exact situation na masasabi mong true love yun.
So,
Yeah.
hindi rin talaga masasabi.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm.
So, mahanap ba ang true love pag nasa 20s ka na? Maybe, maybe not.
We will never know unless matry
Yeah.
mo.
Yeah. Just don't make it your one and only goal in life to find
Yeah.
your true love. Maybe find your true self first before you find your true love.
Ask yourself first, do I love myself?
Uh-huh. Do I
Then saka
truly
na
love
maghanap.
myself? Yeah.
Exactly. Am I ready?
Yeah, exactly.
Another one, how do you handle friendship as an adult?
For me, sobrang iba na talaga yung friendship kapag matanda na kayo, 'di ba? Kasi kung kunyari yung mga friends mo ngayong adult ka, friends mo sila since high school or LM, iba na talaga yung bond nyo eh. Kasi imagine nung high school, lagi kayong magkasama everyday, lagi kayong nag-chat, lagi kayong magkausap. As in, every single day kayo yung magkakasama. Tapos magulat ka na lang pagdating ng college or pagka-graduate nyo. Siguro mga kailangan months or years in advance iplano yung pagkikita
Yeah.
nyo. I think the best way to handle friendship is to just like continuously check up on each other kahit busy na. Hindi naman kailangan every single day.
Yeah.
Parang every once in a while, magparamdam ka lang just to let your friend know na buhay ka pa.
Yeah.
And also check up on them para malaman mo kung buhay pa ba sila. So, kaya sa akin, mas importante sa akin yung mga friends na okay lang sa low maintenance friendships. Kasi ganun din ako. Hindi ako always nagchat-chat or nagpaparamdam. Pero kapag nag-meet kayo, it's like walang mangyari. Parang
Parang dati pa
everyday pa rin
rin.
kayo magkasama. Yeah, parang dati pa rin. I think the best way for me to handle friendship nga is you can occasionally check up on your friend. Kung hindi sila yung nauuna, pwede ka naman mag-initiate. It doesn't have to be everyday, pero alam mo yun.
You can just do it in your own time.
Yeah, in your own time. Kasi same sa romantic relationship, di ba? Yung medyo na-confuse ako kasi kunyari pag romantic relationship, bakit pag boyfriend, everyday mong kausap, everyday mong katawagan, pero kapag friends,
I know.
parang wala tayong masyadong time for them. Unless siguro kung asawa mo na or may family na kayo, gets ko kung mas na yung
Yeah.
time mo doon. Pero kapag friends, di ba, parang just show the people that you care about, but you really do care about them. Just make them feel that.
Shouldn't be that hard. Since ako naman kasi, nasa malayo ako, the least I can do is just to message my friends. So, all of my friends, I check up on them every now and then, asking them, hi, how are you? I miss you. And that's it. Mag-respond siguro sila like 4 or 5 business days. And it's okay. Kasi ganun din naman ako. Mag-reply din ako same amount of time. As an adult, marami na tayong mas priorities. Yeah.
Priorities,
Hindi
yeah.
naman natin, hindi porket na hindi na kayo kinakausap ng friend nyo as usual as before.
Yeah.
Hindi ibig sabihin nun is, nag-iba na yung friendship,
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Kami ni Joanna, we haven't talked in a while bago pa namin
Yeah.
gawin tong podcast.
Exactly.
And then when we started talking again, and then we started this podcast,
Mhm.
it just feels like we've been
Uh-huh.
always talking. Parang walang pagbabago. Parang same pa
Exactly.
din.
Pero
you
ang
know?
haba kaya ng ang haba ng phase na hindi tayo nag-usap, no? Feel ko
Yeah.
umabot ng almost a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I did not mind kasi I know na
Mm.
if she can reach out, she will. If she cannot,
Mm.
then it's okay.
Mm.
And same with her, same with our other friends. So,
Yeah.
so don't take it seriously kapag hindi kayo masyadong nire-replyan or name-message ng mga
Yeah.
friends nyo right now. Busy lang talaga. Priorities na natin is kumayod, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Para meron tayong pangkain pag nagkita-kita.
Yeah. Actually, I was guilty a bit on that part. Kasi ako yung friend na ilang buwan ata akong hindi nagparamdam talaga na
Yeah.
kasi I was going through something. So, talagang hindi lang naman yung high school friends ko yung hindi ko kinakausap.
Yeah.
Even my best friend, even my college friends. Talagang may face na ang tagal kong hindi nagparamdam. Especially yung high school friends ko. Tinatag pa rin ako lagi kapag may galaan. Minsan, pina-private message nila ako, like si Andy, kinakamusta ako. So, minsan nga hindi na ako nakaka-reply. So, I feel guilty on that part. Pero at the same time, kung ako I'm glad na naintindihan nila kung bakit hindi ako nakapag-reach out sa kanila. If it was the other way around, I would also understand kung bakit hindi sila maka-reply, hindi
Yeah.
sila maka-reach out. Kasi, usually, kung kilala mo naman yung friends mo, you know it wouldn't be personal.
Yeah.
Talagang may pinagdadaanan lang sila, maybe ganon, busy lang talaga kasi iba na ang buhay talaga pag adult
Pag
ka eh.
adult
May
ka na,
kanya-kanya
yeah.
tayong challenges, priorities, responsibilities. So,
Wag kayo masyadong magtampo-tampo. Malalaki na kayo.
Mhm.
Malalaki na
Yeah.
tayo. Yung pagtatampo-tampo na yan. Alam mo, kalakihan nyo na din. Ay, wait. Next question.
speaking of, ganyan pinag-usapan natin about friendship, para sa'yo, as adults, how long is too long na hindi nag-reach out yung friend mo bago mo isipin na baka ayaw na talaga sa akin ito or baka hindi na to may pinagdadaanan, baka hindi na talaga ako gusto, baka ginost ka na talaga.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yeah. True. Kahit kaibigan ng ghost. BT dubs. Kasi depende yan sa vibe na ibibigay sa'yo ng tao. Like with Jowan, best, we haven't talked to you in like for almost a year. Felt that you're still there. May iba naman na hindi na nga natin siguro nagkausap tayo, like for example, nag-usap tayo kagabi. And then we haven't talked for like 6 months. You would feel it. Feeling ko mararamdaman mo naman yun kapag may
Yes.
pagbabago na kahit
Kahit hindi nag-uusap. No?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Feeling
you
ko
just feel
mararamdaman
it.
mo yun. Yeah.
Yeah.
May kutob.
Especially pag since matatanda na tayo, for me, hindi na rin basehan yung social media ng depth ng friendship niya. Kasi 'di ba yung iba sinasabi, bakit view niya yung story ko pero hindi niya nilike? Bakit hindi niya
Yeah.
nilalike yung mga post ko? Para sa iba issue na agad yun, pero para sa akin, that's kinda like high school. Kasi ako,
Yeah.
dahil hindi na nga ako pala SOCMED, hindi na talaga ako nagbubukas minsan. Minsan nagpo-post ako. Usually, hindi na ako nag-open ng mga stories. Kasi lagi ko
Yeah.
kasi aside from ayoko mag-doom scroll, lagi ko kasi nakikita minsan yung mga yung post random photo or you will get unlucky for the rest of the year. Yung mga ganun, naiinis ako sa ganun kasi yung anxiety ko na so, pa-post ako, pero i-delete ko rin. Naiinis ako sa mga ganyang post. Kaya hindi na ako nag-open sa IG stories minsan dahil dyan. As in, like other than the fact na hindi na nga ako nagdo-doom scroll, just one of the reasons. Like, naiinis ako.
So, ayaw mo
Ang
malasin.
Ang dami nyo pa naman sa squad na ang hilig mag-post ng ganyan.
Ako din.
Yung anxiety ko, ayoko I mean, hindi naman siya totoo, syempre. Pero
I
yung
know.
utak ko kasi iniisip na, ayoko malasin.
Ako din. I'm not
Pag
taking
adult-
chances.
Yeah, I'm not taking chances. When you're an adult, you can't take any chances. Lahat ng swerte na pwede mong makuha, kailangan
Lalo na
mong
kapag
kunin.
hindi ka nag-post ng walang mukha, ay, naku.
Yeah,
Baka
exactly.
malasin ka.
Yeah.
Hindi, charot ko lang. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons. Pero again, ayun nga, Tsaka minsan, kunyari, pag nagdo-doom scroll ka, kunyari, pag nag-view ka ng mga stories, alam mo yung pindot ka lang ng pindot. So, nasiskip mo na lahat ng ano.
Yeah,
Pero
ganun
kaya,
din
kaya
ako.
hindi mo na ma-like, di ba? So, ayun. So, kung hindi ni-like ng friends mo lahat ng pinagpo-post mo, wag mong masamain yun na
Yeah.
hindi na kayo okay bigla. Diyos ko, that's kinda high school.
Yeah,
You
ganun
get
din
what I
ako.
mean?
Minsan na-open ko yung ibang stories ng ibang tao, pang patulog, pero pinipindot-pindot ko lang,
Yeah,
parang
yeah.
nantuntukin ako.
Pindot-pindot ka lang. Oo, get.
So, yeah, wag niyo masyadong masamain yung ganon. Again, kapag adult ka na, hindi mo kailangan yung mga maliliit na bagay. Hindi mo iniisipan na masama agad. Kasi,
Yeah.
yung sarili mo lang yung ini-stress mo ng sobra.
Mhm.
So, iisipin mo lang talaga siya palagi. Like, hala, baka hindi na kami bate. Hindi na bate,
Hindi ba? LM?
hindi na kami bate ni ano.
So, next question, bestie. How do you handle being gay in a conservative family? I feel like you're the one more equipped to answer this.
I just don't say anything. That's it.
Wait, does your mom know?
Yeah,
I feel like I've
alam
never
niya.
asked you this.
No, alam niya kasi nagdala nga ako one time sa bahay, 'di ba? Kaso hindi
Oh, yeah.
hindi
Yeah.
naging maayos yung yung
Girl?
Yeah, yung girl. Masyadong super messy. So, ever since yung nanay ko, parang sinabi niya na, ay, ano ba yan? Parang ayaw na daw niya. Also, I'm gonna share this. Another thing is, ang hirap kasi sabihin sa'yo na, oh, yes, I accept you, blah, blah, blah. Pero you don't feel accepted. Tulad nung, I love my mom. I love my mom so much, and alam ko na she's trying her best to understand my situation before.
Yes.
And also, napag-usapan na namin to, so now, was resolved. Si mommy naman, sasabi niya na she's proud of me, but she never really, ayaw niyang makita na mayroon akong karelasyon na babae. Lagi niyang sinasabi niya na, yeah, I'm proud of you, and I support you, pero ayaw niya akong mag-jowa ng babae. So, it's very confusing. And at that time, I was so nervous kasi hindi ko naman alam na yung word na bisexuality is does exist. Akala ko lang talaga, dati bata pa ako nito, baka i-cancel niyo ako. Ang alam ko lang, gay tsaka
Gay.
lesbian.
Yeah.
So, pag
Kasi
sinabi mong,
naabutan din kasi tayo ng era na hindi pa masyadong open yung mga LGBTQ plus
Yeah.
community. Hindi pa tayo educated masyado sa mga labels.
Yeah. Wala pa yung mga, siguro meron na yung mga they, them, but hindi tayo masyadong aware. Wala kaming idea about sa mga ganon. Kasi, we are in a private Catholic school.
Yeah.
And hindi
Plus,
talaga
we're
siya-
in a Catholic country.
Yeah, and
So-
hindi talaga siya na-open up, you know?
Mm.
Unlike ngayon, super open na, and talagang educated na lahat yung mga tao. Ako, way back then, hindi naman ako confused, pero ang hindi ko lang siguro confused din ako, but then sinasabi ko na, gusto ko ng babae, and at the same time, gusto ko din ng lalaki. So, sinabi ko yun sa mom ko, and then sinabi ko sa mga friends ko, sinabi ng mga kaibigan ko na, baka bisexual ka. Sabi ko, sus, bisexual, di naman ako lesbian. So, ganon, yun nga. So, doon nag-start, and then nag-try ako na open sa mom ko. Like, kinuha ko talaga yung courage. Ang una yung sinabi sa akin, nakikiuso lang daw ako. And that time, hindi naman, again, that time, like 2014, hindi pa masyadong out and open
Yeah,
yung
yeah,
LGBTQ. Tapos, si mami, may kaibigan siya. Yung kaibigan niya, yung anak niya babae, may girlfriend. So, namamblema yung kaibigan ni mami. Tapos sabi ni mami na, okay lang yan. Ako nga yung anak ko eh. Nagkakagusto din sa babae. Pero naiintindihan ko siya. So, kinuwento sa akin ni mami yun. Sabi niya, sabi ko nga dun sa kaibigan ko na proud ako sa'yo, ganito, ganyan. So, sinabi ko sa kanya, no, you're not. Sabi niya, ha? Sabi ko, bakit? Sabi ko, hindi ko maintindihan ba't mo sinasabi sa kaibigan mo, pero bawal akong magpakilala sa'yo ng babae. Sabi ko sa kanya, sabi niya, ano ba sinasabi mo? And then nagalit siya, and then we fought. So, being gay in a very conservative family is challenging kasi
Definitely.
kahit na, I don't know, we don't ask for approval, but at the same time, we needed the approval, especially galing sa parents. Kasi,
Yeah, syempre.
pag sinusuportahan, it's very important to be supported by your parents.
Exactly.
Diba? Kasi mahirap maging true self kung hindi ka suportado ng pamilya mo.
Mm.
So, it is very challenging.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I feel for you.
And if there's anyone watching here na homophobic, get out.
Exactly.
Homophobic or transphobic, get out of here.
Ito kayo.
And also, kung if you are watching indeed na homophobic, transphobic ka, bakit hindi ka mas matakot sa anak mo na lumaking rapist or maging kagaya mo na homophobic and transphobic or racist or
Exactly.
whatever, kesa maging bakla or lesbian lang or
Exactly.
trans.
Exactly.
Why would you be scared na lumaki silang masamang tao?
Exactly.
Dahil yeah,
Kasi yung kinakatakutan nyo, hindi naman sila masamang tao.
exactly.
Mas maraming dapat katakutan sa mundo and napili nyo sila. Then,
By
ikaw
the
yung
way,
dapat katakutan.
Yeah, by the way, look at how many successful LGBTQ plus people we have. Example na yung gay friend din natin, di ba? He's an
Exactly.
engineer living in Dubai.
Chemical
Eh,
engineer.
Hey, yung anak niyong straight, tambay lang na lasinggero pa.
Nagkakamot ng, Eh, yung medyas ng anak nyong straight. Tigas, di ba?
Yeah. Straight nga, hindi naman maasahan, wala namang kwenta, walang ginagawa sa
Exactly.
buhay.
Exactly. You'll understand how proud we are sa chemical engineering namin.
And sa'yo, bestie, you're living it out there in another country. Like, dito pa nga lang sa Pinas, ang hirap na mag-survive ng mag-isa ka. Paano pa sa ibang bansa?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, bestie.
Yeah.
Thank you. I forgot about that. Okay. Oh my god, I'm trying to stay hydrated, guys.
Stay hydrated, not dehydrated.
Okay, next question. I'm gonna read this. This is like more of sentence. Says a paragraph. I recently graduated from college, and ever since then, I've been feeling a little lost, and I'm not really sure what my next step is, or where to go from here. How do you figure out what comes next after reaching something you've been working toward for so long?
Pang Miss Universe tong tanong ito.
Thank you. Thank you for this wonderful question. I believe my family
My family? My family?
cannot live without them. Thank you.
Okay. How do you figure out what comes next after reaching something you've been working toward for so long? I think the first thing I want to say is you are not alone in this. One thing that you have to accept when you're in your 20s, especially or when you're adulting, is even if you think you figured it out, there's gonna be a time na dadating ka na naman sa phase na magkakaroon ka ng existential crisis and you're gonna feel like, tama ba itong ginagawa ko? Is this really the path I want to take? Mga ganong questions. The existential crisis is probably never gonna end. This might be a privileged take kasi to say na you just go after your dreams or what you want. Kasi hindi lahat ng tao have that luxury. If you are in a situation where you have to settle for a job just to make ends meet, I think after graduating college, then the best way to do that is to find a job obviously na related sa course mo. Pero kunyari you're in a situation that medyo privileged situation na you have the time to think about, to take a break for a few months after graduating and pag-isipan kung ano yung gusto mong gawin sa buhay, I suggest that you take that break. Technically, after you graduate college, this is like your, there's a phase na you're free to do whatever the fuck you want.
It's like a gap year for you.
Yeah, gap year, yeah. So, you just do whatever comes to your mind, kung ano yung gusto mong gawin ngayon. This is your chance to try new things. Lahat ng gusto mong gawin, itry mo mag-experiment ka.
Explore yourself more.
Yeah, explore yourself. Adulting sounds daunting, but at the same time, the thing about adulting is, this is your freedom talaga eh. When you think about it, sa laki ng universe na to, we're just a small speck of you just do whatever the fuck you want. You know,
can
get what I
literally
mean?
be whatever you want.
Yeah, kasi gets ko yung question na when you're working for something for so long, siguro ang mini-mean niya is yung makagraduate lang, makapagtapos ng course. I feel like after graduating can also be your beginning to really start your life,
Yeah.
to go figure out kung ano yung gusto mong mangyari sa buhay mo, kung ano yung gusto mong ma-achieve talaga. Pero again, this might be a privilege take kasi nga merong mga situations na hindi naman lahat kayang mag-chase agad ng dreams. Kasi kunyari, they have a family to feed, they could be the
Yeah.
breadwinner, ganon. So, I think it really depends on your situation in life. So, yun lang yung ma-advise ko really. Kung nandun ka sa situation na pwede kang mag-take ng break and pag-isipan.
Take
You
it.
take the break first. Yeah, take it. Ruminate, maybe even travel, ikaw bahala. Basta,
Yeah.
this is your chance to really figure out kung ano ba yung next step na gusto mong gawin. But
Exactly.
again, hindi lahat. Tanggalin mo yung idealistic na kailangan by 25, kasal na ako, by 30, may anak na ako, by 30, ganyan. Kasi, there's a high chance na that's not what's gonna happen. But again, walang masama kung you do everything that you can to achieve that goal. Pero don't put yourself on a pedestal and don't
Don't put too much pressure on yourself.
don't put too much pressure on yourself. Huwag kang masyadong mag-expect kasi again, that's the beauty in life, I guess, na hindi mo alam kung ano talagang pwedeng mangyari. You just have to keep doing whatever makes you happy.
Yeah, that's really nice. That is actually really nice.
What about you, bestie?
Kasi right now, hindi pa naman ako nakakatapos ng college, but then I'm kind of like, kasi the way I read this one, parang meron siyang konting existential crisis, and I do the same. May ganun din ako like most of the time. Syempre, kung hindi ko kinailangan pumunta dito sa ibang bansa, I would have been graduated and working the course that I studied.
Yeah.
Pero iba yung nangyari sa akin. So, minsan napapaisip ako like, what if hindi ako umalis? Or siguro tinuloy ko yan, edi sana mas okay yung buhay ko. Or maybe ito yung mas okay sa buhay ko ngayon. So, we will never really know. And kung lasan ka man ngayon, I know, mahirap maging kontento. I understand. But then, always think about like, way before you were thinking about this and you finally achieved it. Like, for example, before, nung pagpunta ko dito, kasama ko yung parents ko sa bahay, yung dad ko, which hindi naman kami masyadong okay. I've always dreamt of like moving into my own house. Ngayon, hindi ko to bahay, but then I have my own place. I'm like thinking like, I'm thinking na mas gusto ko pa ng mas malaki, like gusto ko pa ng iba. But then, I always forget to like be thankful na, I'm actually having what I wanted before, you know?
Exactly, yeah.
So, always take time to think and thank yourself kasi you actually achieve something even though minsan nakakaligtaan natin. Kasi parang ang bilis lang ng oras, but at the same time ang bagal. So, yeah, we understand you. Siguro, just take your time and explore yourself. Yun lang talaga. Kasi kapag pinressure mo yung sarili mo na kailangan ganito ka nga. Ito nung sinabi ni Joanna na pag pinressure mo yung sarili mo na by 25, kailangan may anak ka na or kasal ka na. Tapos hindi nangyari yun. Sobrang kang ma-stress, sobrang kang ma-down. We all doesn't want that. So, take a chill, take a break, take a breather. Konti-kontiin mo lang, baby steps. So, kaya yan.
Yeah.
Lahat tayo aangat.
Yeah. So true yung sinabi ni Andy na be grateful and be proud of yourself for even the tiniest bit of achievement. Kasi it might not be exactly what you wanted, pero when you look back, 'di ba, may isip mo na
Yung pala yung gusto mo.
Oo, tsaka
You've
'di
been
ba,
asking for
sabi
it,
mo,
yeah.
ito pa nga lang sabi mo, you've been working towards something na makagraduate. And you graduated, so congratulations. You should be happy with your achievement.
Yes.
Diba? And I think the best advice really that we could give is really do whatever makes you happy. Especially in this world na masyadong, in this digital age na mga social media.
Super
Don't follow
fast-paced.
don't follow everything that you see online or whatever is trending unless that's what gonna give you genuine happiness and satisfaction. Pero kung hindi, try to find yourself talaga kung ano talaga yung magpapasaya sa'yo kasi these online trends and fads, they don't really last. So you really have to find what is going to give you full satisfaction and the fulfillment para sa sarili mo.
So, ayun. Sana nakatulong kami.
Pag hindi, sorry.
Sorry. Kung hindi, di watch our next episode, mag-iinuman tayo.
Sabi na namin, congrats on your graduation and
Congratulations.
good luck. Good luck. Welcome to
Adulting.
adulting.
Oh,
Next
it's your turn.
question. How do you deal with toxic family member?
I'm not really sure kasi thankfully, wala namang toxic sa family member ko. Family member namin. So, hindi ko siya kailangan isipin.
Yeah.
Siguro, like, hypothetical, I think you should cut them off and stand for yourself. Kasi, syempre, nung lumalaki tayo, laging sinasabi sa atin na huwag kang sasagot sa matatanda. Pwede kang sumagot, pero huwag pa balang. Like, kung alam mo naman na may tama ka, kung alam mo naman na tama ka, sa tingin mo,
Tatama ka, hindi may tama.
may tama. Kung alam mo naman na tama ka, then maybe try to defend yourself, but respectfully. Kasi,
Yes.
there's no point, walang point kung
You're gonna
nasagot
stoop
ka lang
down
din
to their
na
level.
pabalang, edi you're just gonna be one of them na. So, I
Yeah.
think, I think that's it for me. Just cut
For
them
me
off.
as well, as someone who have toxic family members, I agree that kung kaya talaga, i-cut off mo na lang. Kasi hindi naman pwede yung tayo lagi yung magpapakumbaba. Hayaan mo na ganyan talaga, pamilya mo pa rin.
Yeah.
That is exactly the point. Pamilya nga, pero bakit nila tayo tinatrato ng ganito?
Exactly.
So, but I get also na merong mga tao na hindi kaya mag-cut off. I mean, they are in a situation where they are stuck and hindi talaga pwedeng ma-cut off. Ang ma-advise ko lang talaga dun is you have to practice the act of not caring. I mean, of wag magpapa-apekto.
The subtle art of not giving a fuck.
Kung hindi ikaw directly yung binabastos or ginagago ng kapamilya mo, I get na mahirap siyang panoorin na ganun niya tatungin kunyari yung parents mo or yung ibang family mo. Pero kung hindi talagang ma-cut off, talagang practice the art of not caring and mahirap siya gawin, mahirap. It takes a lot of mental exercise to do it. Yun lang kailangan mo talagang
Huwag na lang silang pansinin.
and you just have to accept kung malala na talaga yung situation. It won't do you any good to be hopeful that they will change. I think what you have to practice is to accept that they're gonna be like that forever and that they're never gonna change.
Yeah.
Pero kung pwede namang ma-cut off, hanggat kayang ma-cut off, i-cut off mo talaga.
Yeah.
Kasi malawak yung idea ng toxic family members. Like, what kind of toxicity? Yan ba yung mga mahilig mangutang sa mga yung mga ganong klase? So, madaming klaseng toxic ng
Yeah.
So, kasi para sa kanila din naman yung pag i-cut off mo. Kasi the more na tinotolerate mo, the more na paulit-ulit nilang gagawin yan.
Yeah.
Right? Lalo lang silang gagawa ng kalokohan or katarantaduhan kung paulit-ulit mong ito-tolerate, paulit-ulit matatawaran kasi isipin nila, ay, mapapatawad naman ako, wala naman talagang
they
totoong
feed into it.
Yeah, there's no real consequence kung they don't feel the real consequence ng ginagawa nila. So, they're just gonna keep doing it. So, kung kaya talagang hanggat kayang i-cut off mo na. Especially kung matatanda naman na yung mga toxic family members nyo. Like,
Kaya nga.
kayang-kaya na sila sa sarili nila. They're freaking adults.
Kung matanda na sila, konti na lang.
Yeah.
Hayaan nyo na,
Yeah.
konti na lang eh.
Yeah.
Nag-ano na yung
Yeah.
withdrawal.
Yeah. Konti na lang. Kung malapit naman na, itulak nyo na sa on the edge.
Wow! Edge of Glory
Yeah.
by Lady Gaga. Ano ba kayo? Wala. Face, pat numay ng magulang ang kailangan. Nag-encourage manulak.
Yeah. Sorry guys, wag niyo pakinggan yun.
Wag literal.
Bad advice.
Yeah.
Yeah, wag literal. Bad advice yun.
Ano lang, sa isip lang. Sa isip na lang gawin yun.
Yeah. It's happening. It's happening.
Papa! You lie!
Insert clip.
Yung clip
Insert
ko,
audio pala.
Sinabi ko sa'yo, Pop! Angela! Angela!
Naku. Okay, next question.
How do you manage your money or finances?
If you just graduated or you just got your first job, my first advice would be, aside from giving your first sweldo sa family, kasi apparently, parang you give back to them kasi, diba? Pero hindi naman required na ibigay
Yeah.
sa family. I mean, kung gusto mo lang.
Yeah.
Kung nasa values mo lang yon. Kung nakikitira ka pa with your parents or family, definitely magbigay ka ng ano.
Yeah.
Kasi capable ka na magbigay
Kaya
eh.
nga.
You contribute to the bills. I gets ko yung temptation na first sweldo mo, first time mong makatanggap ng sarili mong pera na ikaw lang nag-work hard for it. Gets ko yung temptation na gastusin and bilhin lahat na gusto mong bilhin. I get that because I've been through that. Aminado ako, like, I think first year of working, gastos lang talaga ako ng gastos.
Same.
Aminado ako dyan. Especially that I'm still living with my parents. Syempre, wala akong masyadong ginagastos eh. Aminado ako dyan. Pero ever since nung na-hospitalize ako because of my mental health shit, doon ko na-realize na you really have to save up. Not just for your future, but for emergency talaga. Kasi you're never gonna know kung anong mangyayari sa health mo. No matter how healthy you are, no matter how much you do healthy living, whatever, you'll never know kasi kung kailan aatake yung sakit or kung ma-aksidente ka, magkakaroon ng injury.
Wag naman sana.
Yeah, wag naman sana, pero you really have to be prepared for it
Yeah.
kasi even if may insurance ka pa, grabe ang nung hatak ng health bill sa bulsa mo talaga. So you really have to save up. Ngayon pa lang, wag kayong matempt sa mga, lalo na pag mahilig kayong mag-doom scroll or sa online. Madaming nakaka-tempt talaga sa online, di ba? Parang lahat na lang ng social media platforms ngayon, there are ads na mapapabili ka talaga. Literally, the internet is encouraging you to buy. Ngayon pa lang, mag-start ka ng, kung kaka-graduate mo pa lang or kung magkaka-first job ka pa lang, isipin mo na agad na mag-ipon. As you grow older kasi your priorities shift. Kagaya ko nung high school ako, pangarap ko, I wanna be rich, I want to have a huge mansion, I want to have like 10 cars, mga ganong klaseng pangarap. And this is probably a privileged state. Pero ngayon kasi, I just want a simple life. And this is nothing against those who want to be rich, na mga ganyang ambition na gusto maging ng mansion, mga ganyang klase ng fancy stuff. Gets ko yung take na yun na kung syempre kung galing ka kunyari sa hirap. Gets ko naman yung part na yun na gusto mong yumaman. And there's nothing wrong with that. Kung yun talaga yung magpapasaya sa'yo, why not? Pero ako, as I grow older, kasi parang gusto ko na lang talaga ng simple life. In my experience, I'm just much happier I'm much happier and content with simplicity. Ayoko na ng masyadong maraming gamit. Alam mo yung damit ko. Hindi ko alam kung makakailang episodes tayo sa podcast nito. But for sure, makakaulit ako ng damit kasi I don't remember the last time na bumili ako ng bagong damit. This year ata, once pa lang ako bumibili ng bagong damit.
No, same.
Bagong damit. And it's just a skirt. Kasi okay lang ako mag-ulit ng damit. I don't really care about fancy bags or shoes.
Trending fashions.
Basta matibay lang siya and matagal mong magagamit.
Yeah.
Parang ganun na yung mindset ko ngayon. So may pagka-minimalist din kasi yung gusto ko ngayon na kahit ever since naman, ayoko talaga ng masyadong maraming gamit. Gusto ko lang yung matibay at magagamit ng matagal. Even sa phones, nabiktima rin ako sa phones dati na gusto ko bago yung cellphone ko. Yung mga phones pa naman ngayon, parang every year nagre-release, no?
Yeah.
So, parang nakatempt na mag-upgrade every year. Pero ngayon, dahil hindi na nga ako pala phone, ayun, parang just be smart with your spending talaga. Kasi save up for your health because you'll never know what would really happen. And be financially smart, especially in this economy na grabe yung inflation. I would say don't spend out of emotion. Kasi usually pag nagsispend tayo, pag bumibili tayo sa Shopee or Lazada, usually we feel either bored or we feel frustrated. So feel natin, kailangan natin ng reward for ourselves. You deserve this, let's spend this. You also have to track your small spendings din. Like kunyari kung araw-araw ko nagsa-Starbucks, akala mo 200, 300 pesos lang yan. Pero pag minultiply mo yan monthly, ang laki niyan. Ang laki yan sa pera mo. So, okay lang naman maging social climber kung yun talaga yung magpapasaya sa'yo na gusto mo lahat ng gamit mo bago, gusto mo matry lahat ng trending.
Kung meron kang pang-fund sa sarili mo.
Yeah, kung meron kang pera at hindi naman ikaw yung tipong nangungutang na para lang maano yung self-image mo na kailangan mukha akong mayaman and shit.
Mhm.
Okay lang naman. As long as wala kang naapektong ibang tao kasi yung iba minsan nangungutang na
I
para lang
know.
magmukhang ano, 'di ba?
Para makahabol kung ano mang hinahabol
Yeah.
nila.
How about you, bestie?
Ako naman, me and Joanna, magkaiba kami ng finances. I mean, lahat naman magkaiba. Pero sa akin, every time na nakukuha ko yung pay ko, sa bangko, meron akong iba't ibang accounts allocated para nasa-separate ko na siya agad. So,
Mm.
like, for example, savings, and then para sa pambayad ng kotse, pambayad ng mga insurance, tapos like Netflix accounts, yung mga apps na binabayaran nyo, nakahiwalay na yun lahat. Para mas okay na, para wala ka na iisipin, alam mo yun? Kasi
Yeah.
kung ihihiwalay mo siya, like, iintayin mong matanggal sa account mo, what if nagastos mo na, edi wala
Yeah.
kang pambayad? Mas mahirap yung ganun. Para sa akin, with finances, parang mas madali kapag sinaseparate mo na siya agad by priorities. Tapos, kung ano na yung matira sa'yo, then, pwede yun na yung allowance mo. Or, kung gusto mo naman na, kunwari, mag-shopping spree ka, kasi nga, you're bored, maybe like save some for that. Kasi
Yeah,
may ibang
yeah.
tao din naman na naglalagay ng may
Yung
isang
budget.
account, may budget sila na maglalagay sila, for example, $50 every week dun sa account na yun.
Yeah.
And then they can take it out if they wanna go out and eat, or like, go
Yeah.
shopping, ganun.
Yeah, like you don't have to deprive yourself naman na to the point na wala ka ng pleasure. You just
Yeah.
really have to be smart na ganyan nga, i-separate mo yung spendings mo. Magtabi ka kaagad
Mag-allocate
for
ka na
your
agad.
bills. Yeah.
Kasi mahirap gumastos ng, I mean, siguro masarap gumastos ng walang budget, pero as an adult in our
Yeah.
isa
And in this
mid-20s,
economy.
yeah, and hindi pa naman ganun ka bongga siguro yung trabaho ko, I would prefer na magsaset ako ng budget na gagastusin ko kaysa yung gagastos ako all out, you know? Tulad ni Joanna, I haven't bought anything for myself in a year. I mean, actually no, I lied. I bought a wallet for myself kasi yung wallet na ginagamit ko, it was still 2019. Nung umalis ako. And I said, okay, kailangan ko na mag-upgrade ng wallet. Hindi,
Yan ang deserve. Kasi ilang years na yung 2019, 2026 na.
Yes.
Yan, that's a smart spending. Kasi syempre, gamit na gamit mo talaga yung wallet eh.
Yeah. Regalo lang din sa akin yun. Binigyan lang din sa akin yun. At that time, tumitingin ako ng Coach na wallet. Kasi sabi ko na, gusto ko ng designer na bag. And then I
Me
looked,
too.
Yeah.
Dream ko din naman.
tinitignan ko siya everyday. Like, I really want this wallet. Ang mahal. 200
Yeah,
200
same.
something.
Yun nga
$20. So,
Oo.
siguro mga 6,000, 7,000 para sa wallet. 6,000, 7,000 pesos. So, check ko siya everyday for a week. Tinitignan ko kung gusto ko pa din siya. And then, after a week, I was like, pag tinitignan ko na siya, parang, it's not really smart paying 7K for a wallet.
Yes, I also do that. Yung maganda yung advice na yan na pag bibili ka especially ng mahal na gamit, mag-ano ka muna, pag-isipan mo, huwag mo agad i-check out,
Yeah.
pag-isipan mo muna like 1 week or even 1 month. Try to stretch it to 1 month. Tapos tignan mo kung after nun gusto mo pa rin. Maybe to be worth it. Pero kung after nun wala na, 'di ba? Parang wala na yung adrenaline and yung dopamine, yung hype.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Siguro nung first time mo siyang sinarch, parang, gustong-gusto ko talaga to.
Oo, ang
But
sarap
then,
bilhin eh, no?
yeah,
Ang sarap
keep on
i-unbox.
checking. Exactly. Keep on checking. So, I checked, and then patagal na patagal, parang hindi na ako masyadong na-attract sa wallet na yun. Kasi, not because of the price, but also like, I don't think sulit.
Parang hindi mo naman pa kailangan. Yeah, hindi rin
kasi
worth
like,
it.
okay, meron nga akong, para sa akin lang personally, like, I don't mind yung mga taong may mga designer brand, good for you. Hindi, siguro habang tumatanda, parang hindi na ako masyadong naghahabol ng designer brand. Depende na lang talaga yun. So sabi ko na, parang, I don't know, it's cute, it's Coach, pero parang para sa wallet, parang hindi ako ready mag-spend ng 7,000 pesos.
7,000 pero yung ilalagay ko sa wallet na yun, di naman naabot
Kaya
ata ng
nga, wala palang laman.
Yeah.
Bumili ka pa.
Naubos na lahat para sa wallet.
Kaya nga. So, meron naman dito mga local stores. So, tumingin naman ako ng mga mas mura na wallet. So, tinignan ko itong parang leather na wallet. Sabi ko, okay, leather ba talaga to? Kasi, apparently pag leather, magtatagal. So, I have a leather wallet, like a mom. Yung mga workmate ko, sinasabi nila na, oh my gosh, you're like a mom. I was like, okay, and? It's like the best $90 I've spent.
Yeah.
Kasi it's so cute, so minimal,
Mm.
and feeling ko magtatagal siya kasi totoong leather din siya. $90, maybe like 2,000, 3,000 pesos.
Mm.
So nakatipid ako ng 4K. So ang
Yeah.
gagawin ko sa 4K, di pangkain.
Yeah. Pang-bills. Same bestie, I also bought a wallet this year. Yung brand na CLN. Hindi ko alam kung
Celine?
local ba yun or...
I think it's a local brand.
Yeah, parang may iba kasing Celine na spelled out as Celine, pero iba rin yung CLN.
Yeah, yung Celine
Na bumili...
na designer bag, and yung Celine dyan sa Pilipinas, yung
Oo,
CLN. Nakita
Yeah,
ko nga
bumili
rin
kasi
yun.
meron silang parang card wallet na color black. It looks cute. And it's like 500, 600 pesos.
Yeah.
And dati rin nagtitingin ako sa mga designer na wallets eh. Kasi
Yeah.
gusto ko ng bagong card wallet kasi
Yeah.
luma na rin yung gamit ko. So, tas nung napadaan ako sa Celine, sabi ko, 500, 600. It kinda looks like parang designer.
Yeah.
And parang hindi naman yun yung habol ko na magmukha akong may designer na wallet. Cute lang kasi yung design talaga.
Yeah.
And also, it does its job. It holds all my cards, all my IDs, and yun, worth it naman yung 500, 600 ko for that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, kailangan mo talagang pag-isipan yung mga gastusin mo kasi mas marami ka pang mas importante na gagastusin sa buhay.
Yeah.
Like, yun nga, tulad ng sinabi ni Joanna, emergencies, kailangan mo talagang magkaroon ng emergency fund. Hindi lang siya pang accidents. Like, for example, pinaalis ka ng bahay mo kasi bebenta yung house. You need money para makalipat ng bahay.
Yung nangyari din sa amin, bestie, last time, di ba, nasunog yung shop namin. Do you remember? Last
Yeah.
year. So, yun, sobrang unexpected yun. So, kailangan namin ipa-renovate and grabe yung gastos namin as in,
Yeah.
ubus talaga
Ang laki ng
savings.
shop nyo,
So,
ah.
oo, ubus talaga savings ng parents ko. So, yun, you really have to prepare for things like that.
Yeah.
Hindi naman sa point na i-deprive mo yung sarili mo na hindi ka na bibili na magpapasaya sa'yo. Okay lang naman as long as magtipid ka talaga and mag-allot ka talaga ng savings for those kind of funds.
Yeah. With material things, hindi na talaga ako masyadong na-attract sa material things.
Same bestie.
Yeah.
Sabi nga ng sister ko, nung nasa New York kasi ako, 'di ba? Napabili ako ng bagong iPhone, which is binenta ko na kasi I regretted it kasi hindi ko naman talaga kailangan. Anyway, napabili ako ng iPhone. Tapos sabi ng ate ko, I think you should spend your money more on experiences than material things. At the time, di ko siya pinakinggan. Basta sabi ko, bibiling ko tong iPhone na to. I want a bigger phone. Tapos literally months later, I sold that phone kasi hindi ko naman kailangan. Okay na ako sa yung plain na iPhone. Basta
Yeah,
yun.
yung saktong iPhone lang.
Yeah, and it does its job. Nakakapag-picture, text, tawag. Okay na ako sa ganun.
Yeah.
Tapos ayun, this year, doon nga ako nag-start na mag-save up and mag-budget talaga na every month kailangan may ina-attendan akong mga activities. Kasi nga yun yung experiences na nakakapag-fulfill for me. So ayun, mas kung gagastos ka man ng pera, I think doon sa talagang nagbibigay sa'yo ng totoong fulfillment.
Hindi yung panandalian.
Panandalian, mabilisan na kunyari nakabili ka ng
Another advice na nakuha ko sa isa kong friend, may napanood daw siya na kung may gusto kang bilhin talaga na mahal, kailangan mong i-check yung bank account mo. Kung for example, yung bibilhin mo is like 150k kasi ganun ba, may ganyan ba kamahal na bag dyan, 150k? Tapos
Yes.
na, ano yun?
Yeah.
150k na bag? 150k nga. Saan ka naman nakatira? Wala ka lang.
Yeah.
Natira ka sa magulang mo, di ka pa nagbabayad ng kuryente.
Diba?
But anyway, kung for
Hindi mo
example,
mabayaran bahay mo, pero may pambili ka ng bag.
kaya nga, so for example daw, 150k yung bag mo. Tignan mo yung bangko mo kung meron ka ba 3 times nung presyo na yon. Kung meron, edi you can afford
Go.
it. Kung wala, then you can't. Kasi
Yeah, get.
150k yung bag, tapos meron kang 160.
Good luck. At saka, grabe na rin kasi yung... May Klarna ba kayo dyan?
Yun ba yung parang
Buy now, pay later.
yeah, pero ang tawag dito is
Yeah.
Afterpay.
Yeah, Afterpay, yeah.
Mm.
Kasi apparently that's very sikat na nga rin sa US. And dito rin, may sa mga Shopee,
Ang
may
dami,
SPay
ang dami nga
later.
dyan, yeah.
That is very dangerous kasi parang matetempt ka talagang mapagastos dun.
Oh, yes. First time kong nakuha yung Afterpay
Gastos
ko
na,
noon. Oh
yeah.
my God, bestie. Wala akong ginawa kundi gumastos. Kasi dito naman, yung Afterpay, babayaran mo siya every 2 weeks. Tapos depende pa yon, depende pa yung kung magkano yung gagastusin mo. Kapag gumastos ka, for example, over $500, kailangan mo magbayad like 1/4 nung full price on the day na gagamitin mo yung afterpay. Pero before, anything lower than that, pwede mo siyang bayaran every 2 weeks. Alam mo kung magkano na yung afterpay ko ngayon, 5K.
Yung balance or
yung balance
yung...
ko. Ay, wait,
Oh.
ano yung pwede kong gamitin?
Ayun, pwede mo gamitin, oo.
Yeah, I have 5K. And it's always so tempting. Kasi pwede ka
Diba?
bumili ng plane tickets
Oo.
pauwi ng
Oo.
Pilipinas.
Oo. Yun nga, ang daling isipin na ang sarap niya nagastusin ngayon. Pero pag
Yeah.
nagastos mo na, yung poproblemahin mo talaga kung paano mo babawiin yung
Pambayad.
pera na yun. Pambayad.
At saka, okay, wala kang gagastusin ngayon, so you use. So, ginamit. After 2 weeks, lahat ng ginamit mo, mag-accumulate. So,
Gets.
there's,
Tapos minsan may interest pa.
yeah, wala naman dito. Pero,
Wala naman.
kailangan, tatawagan ka lang nila. Pag wala kang pambayad, kailangan mo daw, alam ko, hindi ko pa kasi na-try, kasi lago nang magbabayad, like, super aga. Kaya siguro mabilis tumaas yung
Yeah,
kong gastusin.
yung limit mo.
Yung limit ko. Apparently, kapag hindi ka nakabayad dito, tatawagan ka nila, tapos tatanungin ka nila kung paano mo gustong bayaran, and they will help you. Diyan ata sa Pilipinas, may interest, no?
Depende minsan, pero yung experience ko so far sa SPay Later, usually may interest. Kaya hindi ko na siya ginagamit. Ayoko talaga ng... Yeah, ayoko talaga ng may yung thought na may utang ka. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Hindi talaga ako mapakali. Kung hindi ko afford, hindi ko na lang talaga bibilhin.
Ganun
Kaya
ako
hindi
ngayon.
rin ako... Yeah. So, gets ko naman yung iba kung na kunyari pag bibili ng gadget, mag-i-installment. I get it na may benefits yon. Even yung mga alam mo hanggang ngayon, bestie, I don't have a credit card. I just use debit. Kasi natatakot ako eh. Feel ko pag nag-credit card ako, malululong ako utang. Kasi I'm still trying to work on my spending. Kasi minsan, natitempt ka pa rin. Pero I'm really trying talaga na mag-save. Gets ko yung minsan na may benefit na talaga yung mag-installment ka. Pero ako takot talaga ako sa ganun. Kasi, kunyari, bibili ka ng something, installment mo 12 months. Yung nasa isip ko kasi, what if bigla akong mawalan ng trabaho?
Yeah.
What if bigla akong mawalan ng work? Wala na akong papasok na sweldo? Like, parang paano ko babayaran yun, di ba? Parang ganun agad yung isip ko. Kaya takot ako sa mga ganyang loans, installments. Even though I know may mga benefits siya, like, mga credit card. I know naman may benefits yun. Pero, takot pa ako sa ganun.
Pero kung gusto niyo talaga mag-installment, siguraduhin niyo lang na may pambayad kayo. Kasi mahirap mag-installment nang walang pangbayad.
Yeah.
Tapos may nakita ko sa threads na yung babae nag-post na ang pinambabayad niya dun sa isa niyang utang is umuutang pa siya ulit sa isang utangan.
I don't know how people live like that na nakakatulog pa ba kayo na ang dami yung utang.
Literally, nung nabasa ko yun, I was stressed out.
Yeah.
And imagine ko agad kung ako yung nasa sitwasyon niya, like, kung wala kayong pagbayad, wag na kayong umutang.
Yeah. I was also watching videos like this, like finance videos, etc. on YouTube. And may nagsabi doon na sa US pa lang, ang laki na daw talaga ng mga utang ng tao ngayon. Like from ages 20s and up, sobrang laki daw ng mga utang dahil sa buy now, pay later. Kasi nga nakaka-tempt. At saka yung pag nasa SOCMED ka rin kasi, like lahat na lang may ads. Even yung mga apps, lahat na lang may subscription.
I know.
You know, a few weeks ago, I downloaded a dictionary app. Kasi gusto ko lang ng dictionary sa phone ko. Tangina may subscription yung free naman siya gamitin, pero may ads, tapos may subscription for certain features. Like, dictionary, may subscription. Nakakaloka, di ba? Parang lahat na lang. The world is now, even the internet, parang it's meant to make you spend money. Kaya, yan talaga yung pinakamalaking temptation, going on the internet or going to the mall. Talagang lahat na lang pagbabayarin ka ng pera.
Also, good investment is yung mga small things. For example, kung mahilig kang bumili ng kape sa Starbucks, imbes na bumili ka like, magkano bang kape dyan sa Pilipinas? 300?
Yeah, 200. Starbucks, 200. Depende sa size, but mga ganun ang price.
Kasi nung last na bili ko pa dyan, like what, 2019? 120.
And also, hindi naman na worth it kape ng Starbucks kasi parang para ka nalang umiinom ng milkshake. Kasi sobrang ng sugar. Mas better na gumawa ka na lang ng sarili mo sa bahay.
Yun nga yung sasabihin ko sana. Like, imbes na bumili kayo like ganyan, ba't hindi lang kayo mag-invest sa sarili nyong coffee machine?
Exactly.
Kasi malaki yung matitipid nyo, tapos pwede nyo gawin anytime, kung Kung nagka-crave kayo sa kape, may mga nabibili na din naman ng mga syrups, tapos may mga recipes
Yeah.
naman na din naman na online. Tapos, gumamit ka na sa sarili mong tumbler. Makakatipid ka na, makakatulong ka pa kay Mother Earth.
Speaking of tumblers, bestie, may iba nga na nagko-collect ng mga tumblers, 'di ba? Like yung mga
Yeah.
Stanley. They have whole shelves of Stanley tumblers, which is confusing to me kasi kaya ka nga bumili ng tumbler para
Hindi ka
ma-reuse
masyado
mo.
gumastos.
Oo, tapos bibili ka ng maraming tumblers. Like,
Oh my God.
nabiktima, yung term ko nabiktima, pero napaano ka rin ba, bestie, sa yung mga maliliit na, like yung Sony
Yung mga...
Angels?
No.
Yung mga blind box.
Hindi. Ito yung una namin binili ni Vic. Ito kasi super cute. Ano, hindi niya makita.
Yeah, ano ba yan? Skins mo ba yan?
Yeah,
Sweet skin? I
Sweet
forgot
skin.
the sweet
Tignan mo,
skin.
natutulog siya.
Yeah.
And then,
It's cute na.
kaso 20 yung isa. So, pag tinranslate, pag i-convert, like, siguro like 600 pesos, 700. So, ako pa naman, alam ko na magkaiba yung worth ng pera dyan sa Pilipinas tsaka dito. Pero every time na gumagastos ako, agad nako-convert sa utak ko. So, ako parang,
Iniisip mo agad in peso.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, iniisip ko like, na. Hindi ako gastos ng
Yeah.
700 para sa glow in the dark na.
No. Ako rin, bestie. Buti talaga hindi ako nahilig sa ganyan. Especially nung era ko nung after graduating na
Yeah.
napapagastos pa ako. Buti na lang hindi ako nahilig sa ganyan.
Kung nahilig ka sa ganun, edi ang dami mo na ngayon. Tapos hindi mo na alam
Oo,
kung
tapos
gagawin
hindi,
mo sa kanila.
tapos itatapon mo lang. Dadagdag ka pa sa pollution.
Exactly.
Pero yung iba, parang ginagawa atang investment kasi nire-resell nila or something.
Pwede ko
Hindi
i-resell tong
worth it.
Smisky?
Yeah. May mga madaming nagre-resell nakikita ko lang sa FB dati. Like, may mga nag-exchange ng Sony Angels, you're gonna pay for it, you're gonna sell it. Yung iba ginagawa, lahat talaga ng nauuso, ginagawa nila ng
Really?
paraan para
Yung Labubu.
pagkakitaan. Even that,
24 karat
Nagawa
gold
na-
Labubu.
I know that. I don't even know bakit nauso yun sa mga ano. Kasi hindi naman, para sa akin, hindi naman ako nakukitan. Well,
Yeah, ang pangit.
meron na-
Sorry
Yeah.
Ang pangit.
meron akong isang labubu only because naregalo sa akin ng pinsan ko nung Christmas. Akala niya siguro mahilig ako sa
Mahilig ka
mga
sa
ganun.
Labubu.
I appreciate the gift, pero hindi talaga ako mahilig sa mga ganong ano.
Siguro, ang hilig ko na talaga is Winnie the Pooh. Like, Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
Stuffed toys.
That
But
is
actually, this
that
is a
is
gift.
best. I feel like that one is a valid collection. Feel ko
Yeah.
valid na collection, hindi yung mga Stanley na ewan ko ba.
Actually,
Like na ng
gift
tablet.
yan. Oo.
Inumin lang naman.
Kaya
Ewan ko
nga.
ba. As much as I don't wanna judge, pero
Ang
inumin
mahal
lang.
pa man nun, di ba?
Kaya
Mahal
nga,
yun.
oo.
Pati yung ano ba yun? Yung isa. Basta ang daming tumbler na nauso ngayon. Ang
Yeah, yung Aqua
mahal.
Flask.
Like,
mga
pag nilagay
ganun.
nyo ba yung tubig nyo dyan, magkakaroon kayo ng 24 karat gold na brew.
Maano ba sila? They're gonna be saved from
Kaya nga,
dehydration.
Exactly. Like,
May magic yung
forever
water
ba kayong
kapag nilagay.
hydrated?
As long as it's working fine. Kasi ganyan ang mga tao ngayon, di ba? Even sa relationships. Parang konting flaw lang, i-break na agad.
Yeah.
I think, hindi rin naman kailangan lagi na bumili ka lang ng the cheapest. Kasi minsan, ang hirap naman dun, madaling masira. So,
Yeah.
bili ka ng bili, di napapagastos ka rin.
nagastos
So,
yan.
okay, oo. Okay lang na bumili ka ng mahal as long as maganda yung quality and talagang magagamit mo ng matagal. Last question for this episode. Why does adulting have to be so hard? You answer first.
Tulad nung pinag-usapan natin kanina, talagang ang magagawa lang talaga natin is go with the flow. Like, chill ka lang, huwag mo masyadong madaliin. Kasi baka isipin mo like, magto-20, magto-30 na ako, wala pa akong nakarating. Mahaba pa ang adulting life. Hindi lang siya mag-stay till that like specific age. Take your time. Mas okay na mas mabagal. Pero kung gusto mo mabilis, edi go. Pero kung gusto mo mabagal, edi okay lang din. Hindi naman to race. So,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah.
That's one thing that I would also advise, yung hindi naman to race. Everyone is really on a different path. Gets naman yung, syempre hindi mo mapigilan na mainggit or isipin na you feel like you're too late or too behind
Yeah.
because you see all your friends or people on social media na ganito na yung narating, may bahay na, may anak na, may mga ganyan. Yeah, everyone is really on a different path and everyone has different circumstances and everyone came from different opportunities then. So yung opportunities na meron sila wala sa'yo, meron kang opportunities na wala sa iba.
Ang masasabi ko lang naman is also try avoid comparing yourself to other people kasi
Yeah.
nakaka-down din talaga yan. Yung mga trends na nakikita natin sa TikToks ngayon o sa mga social medias, I know it's tempting na
Yeah.
gusto ko din ng ganon, gusto ko din ng ganyan, but then hindi natin alam kung gaano nila katagal tinrabaho yun. Baka isipin kasi natin
Exactly.
na, hala, ginawa ko naman lahat, bakit hindi ko pa din nakarating? We don't know. Again, it's not a race. So, take
Yeah.
your time. Let's take all of our time. Mahaba pa yung
Yes.
biyahe natin.
And also, every small step you take is still an achievement, no matter how small it is. So, as long as there is always effort on your side, doesn't matter how big or small, hindi naman kailangan na in one night magbabago na bigla buhay mo. Talagang
Yeah.
unti-unti yan. And I guess one advice I would say is, kung gusto mo talagang baguhin buhay mo, you start with small habits talaga. Imaginein mo yung sarili mo na nandun ka na sa pinapangarap mo. Imagine what kind of day would that me have in my daily life? Anong klaseng daily life ang meron ako kapag ganun na yung buhay ko? So,
Yeah.
ganun yung try mong gawin sa buhay mo ngayon.
Yeah.
You know? So,
Try and
yeah.
try until you succeed.
Yeah. Ang importante, may ginagawa ka and may effort ka. Even if sobrang liit lang yan na as simple as surviving the day or getting through the day, no matter how small, okay lang yan. Kesa naman yung iba na kontento na lang maging tambay, na walang
Yeah.
ambag sa buwan, you know?
Yeah.
Ang importante talaga is you are always working towards something. Hindi naman importante talaga yung malaking action agad. Okay lang
Yeah.
kahit one small step at a time. Makakarating ka rin doon.
Be grateful sa lahat ng ma-achieve mo,
Yes.
kahit gaano pa kaliit
Yeah.
yan or gaano kalaki. If
Yeah.
you ever feel proud, always embrace it. Don't ever question it. Pero pag
Yeah.
too proud naman, then maybe like question yourself and
Yeah.
tone it down.
Humble yourself a bit,
Yeah.
you know.
Just
And
to-
always
yeah.
look back at where you came from.
Mm.
Lalo na yung mga nanggaling sa hirap, biglang yumaman. I think it would be nice to always look back at where you came from.
Yeah.
Kasi you have to always look back on your values, yung mga bagay na naging dahilan para makarating ka kung nasan ka ngayon.
Yeah.
And even if wala ka pa doon kung saan yung gusto mo, be grateful na rin, not just for your own achievements, but from the people around you, lahat ng
Yeah.
nakapaligid sa'yo, tumutulong sa'yo, lahat ng opportunities na meron ka ngayon.
Gusto ko palagi, sinasabi sa sarili ko is, kasi lagi ko siya nakikita, malayo pa, pero malayo na.
Malayo.
It's
Yes,
actually
that's
so
true.
like very comforting. So, kung nag-struggle kayo, sabihin nyo lang yun sa sarili nyo sa salamin. Hopefully it helps. Kasi it helps
Yeah.
me every time.
Pero minsan, okay lang din naman kung you're ever in a shitty situation. Okay lang kahit hindi mo isipin na there's always a lesson from this. Minsan, the situation is just shitty and that's the reality. And okay lang din naman na, kasi parang ang tao gusto natin lagi tayong masaya, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Pero hindi lang naman yun yung emotion, kaya nga merong anger, sadness. So, parang katulad ng happiness, it comes and goes. Ganun din yung anger, sadness. So, you don't have to dwell on it too much, but also allow yourself to feel it. Stay in that emotion. Kasi pag lagi mong sinastrive na kailangan lagi akong masaya, kailangan perfect yung araw ko, that's impossible. Lalo ka lang malulungkot or masistress kapag you're always trying to be perfect sa lahat ng bagay.
Yeah. It's not hindi namin sinasabi na parang don't be too positive all the time, but like if you feel those things, just let it feel. Kasi the more na ini-ignore mo siya, the more na mababottle up, tapos pag naramdam mo siya in one go, mas mahirap mag-get over it. Alam mo yun?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Hindi lang adulting ang mahirap. Life in general. We're all gonna suffer at one point in our life or most of our life. Ganun talaga. Ganun talaga eh. You just have to find an anchor.
Yeah.
Yung makakapitan mo. Whatever
Yeah.
that is.
Yeah.
Ganun
You
talaga.
really just need to figure it out. Sana pulot kayong aral and sana medyo makarelate kayo. Kung hindi, huwag.
Kung wala man kayong mapulot na aral, okay lang.
Yeah.
Dahil alam kong chismis lang ang gusto nyo. O, nakarinig na
kaming
naman kayo ng chismis.
Wala kaming
Gusto nyo ng chismis, sis? Gusto nyo ng chismis? Meron kami. May nangyari lang. Pero abangan nyo na lang sa next episode.
Parang mga aso Kwan!
Kasama ang squad. Abangan nyo yan.
Pag nakarinig talaga ng chismis, yung mga bunto na itong mga to, wawawagayway. Again, sana may mapulot kayong aral and sana makarelate kayo. Kung hindi, that's okay. And if you guys have more questions, pwede kayong magtanong sa amin and we will try our best na sagutin yung mga questions nyo.
Or kung may gusto pa kayong pag-chismisan or pag-usapan namin ni Andy, sabihin niyo lang.
Yeah, comment down below.
Yeah. Mag-comment kayo, mag-comment.
Amuyin ko lang yan. Para naman ma-monetize na namin to.
Bestie, we have 2 new subscribers.
Really? Yay!
Yeah! From 14 to 16. Kung sino ang kayo. Feel ko squad lang yan eh.
Thank
May
you.
mga hindi pa nag-subscribe eh.
Yung gumagawa yung squad ng fake account.
Thank you, squad!
Love na love
Kahit
ko talaga
nabawasan,
kayong anim.
kahit nabawasan na kami ng 2.
Love na love ko talaga kayong 6. So we're gonna say goodbye now.
Bye, guys!
Bye!
Bye, guys!
See you on our next episode. Mwah!
See ya!